What does it mean to be inspirational? So it was last month I went with one of my girlfriends to this women's convention, and one of the talks was about tarot cards. And I've been dabbling into tarot cards. Just I'm still a brand new newbie. Anyway, so she actually did a reading for everybody who were interested in it. And so I pulled the magician card. And so for those of you who understand what the magician card is, it's basically talks about how whatever I want in my life, I can create it. It's that magician part of me. And at the same time, I have to take steps to make these things happen. Because if I don't do that, then 10 years later, my magician card is still here, and yet I'm still where I am. And so that was one of the confirmations for myself of what I've been going through these past few years. And it was really interesting because recently I was also watching this girl called Atsuko Okatsuka, and she got invited to speak on this one radio show, and she said, you don't want to speak there because they want people who are inspirational. And she said, but if you're inspirational, that means somewhere someone effed up. And which is true, because if you really look at people who are quote unquote inspirational, it's because they had gone through something that was part of their mess, and they had to get through that hump and rise above it, and to let the world know about that. And I'm not saying that other people who are quiet are not inspirational, but usually people who are inspirational, it's because there is something that challenged them and they had to work through that, so that then they realize, oh, this thing is not mine to keep. This thing is for me to share with other people, so that other people who were in the same position as they were could hear it and to go through it. So today, I actually was just playing around with it. This is my little tarot card deck. It's so small and I love it. So I pulled out this card and I pulled out the Ace of Wands. Look how pretty it is. So I was reading up the description, and as I said, I'm super new to this, so I'm still reading up all these descriptions of what they are. Ace of Wands, expansion, inspiration. An extremely high energy card. The Ace of Wands indicates new growth is all around you. Your ideas and outlook will expand, and creativity seems endless. This fertile time can also have literal meanings. A pregnancy or birth may be on the horizon. Though it's thrilling to embark on your new journey, your good judgment is needed more than ever. Don't rush into it. And so I was looking at this. I thought it was kind of funny that I pulled this card, and so I just want to share that. And do I want to be inspirational? The truth is, I don't. Because at the end of the day, I feel like part of me is ripping out all my wounds for other people to see, or talk about my family. And it's far from, it's like it's a very dynamic situation. I have good sides, bad sides. Everything has good sides, bad sides. And at the same time, when I share examples, then I feel like I'm painting my mom in a bad light. And a part of me feels guilty. It's like, what the hell am I doing? Like, why am I sharing this? And part of me not wanting to show up and share is the fact that what if my mom finds all these videos, finds all these content, and it's like video after video, I will be talking smack about her. And it's not like that. Like my mom, I'm so blessed. I'm going to talk about something else, but I'm so blessed that my mom is not like that. She was very rigid. She didn't know how to discipline kids, and yet she has absolutely amazing qualities and also horrendous things that happens too. And this is part of being human, right? Part of being human is you're not perfect. You have good sides, bad sides, horrible sides, amazing sides. And sometimes I feel like I'm just sharing all these ugly sides of my mom, and yet it's not that. And at the same time, when I go on this journey, because recently I am reading this one book called Mothers Who Can't Love, and through my coaching journey, I'm slowly opening myself up to the entire spectrum of what human can do. They can offer so much love and light and inspiration, and yet people can also be so cruel, so dark, so ugly. And I am opening myself up in the sense that the world is real. It's not like things is black and white. There is a spectrum there, and it can be a degree of things that are happening. And for me to be a good coach, I have to accept the fact that these things happen. And sometimes these things don't change and can't change. And part of it is accepting the fact that it is what it is. And being able to sit with my clients through all of them. So is being inspirational good? If you ask me, I don't. Like, all I really want is to sit there, watch Netflix, you know? It's like what Atsuko said. It's like, I just want to sit there and eat chips. I don't want to be inspirational. And yet, I feel like this is a calling for me, because there are so many people out there who are talking about, oh, how to make a business work, how to go and become a speaker, how to make $10 million in your business. And yet where I'm coming from are people who are just like me, who had an ordinary life, and yet they're going through a lot of pain. And if I can just get them to speak up in a meeting, speak up for themselves, to stand for themselves in front of their spouses, to tell them moms, look, this weekend, I just want to have a Sunday on my own. I don't want you to come over my place. Is that possible? I hope that through working with me and through coming onto this journey with me, eventually, if that's what you want, we can get you there. And that is where inspirational means to me, is just to let other people know that, hey, I had gone through difficulty. I might not have gone through the same difficulty as you, and yet I'm learning. I'm learning to walk this, keep walking this for me, and I hope that I can walk this through with you too. Let's do it together, because I know how lonely it can be. I know how difficult it can be, how scary it can be, and I want you to know that you don't have to do this all alone. And I'm sorry, my husband is cleaning outside, and I feel so blessed to have him clean outside so that he gives me enough time to create what I need. And I hope you find someone who can support you too. So that's all I have for today. Until next time.